Halo 5 is out tomorrow, which means a bunch of you guys are gearing up to jump back into one of the biggest franchises in all of gaming. In light of that, here's 4 of the ways that Halo changed the course of console FPS games. Anybody who's ever played an action or shooter game on the Nintendo 64 can probably tell you the horrors of camera angles that never let you precisely target what you want. The same issue which made Z targeting your best friend in Zelda games was well and truly solved by Halo's new control scheme. I'm a big fan of the N64, but I think we can all now agree that 2 sticks are better than 1. Halo was the first major FPS game to use and popularize the twin-stick control scheme for movement. All of a sudden, you could navigate through the world with the left stick while using the right to adjust your crosshair and viewpoint at the same time. That control system is still in use to this day, many years later, for a very good reason. And as a result, precision shooting and movement is far easier to execute on consoles. Depleting health and health pack pickups can be a tricky thing to balance in games, but Halo left that quandary behind by introducing regenerating shields. Whether Halo was the absolute first FPS to feature regenerating health is hard to say, but it certainly popularized the feature. Master Chief is equipped with super handy future tech armor, complete with a regenerating shield to protect his squishy self. After being dealt a particularly nasty beating, Master Chief can pop behind a chest-high wall for a few seconds, take a breather, and wait for those shields to get back up before diving back into battle. No need to hunt for vitality boosts during battle like you would in Return to Castle Wolfenstein or Red Faction. Simply pace yourself and then pick up a health pack or 2 later once everybody else is out cold. You can thank Halo for all those shootouts you narrowly won in other FPS games thanks to a cleverly timed shield regen. On top of that, Halo also limited you to 2 weapons, forcing you to get clever about the best ways to take out your opponents and consider the most effective strategies with what you had. Long firefights usually meant you ran out of ammo, had to pick up an enemy weapon, and learn how to use that in a pinch. Halo also individually mapped melee attacks and grenades to their own dedicated buttons on the controller, which made it much easier to knock out a foe or blow them to smithereens at a moment's notice, speeding up their destruction, or as the case may be, your own. As it turns out, all those improved combat features and smoother movement systems would be necessary, as Halo introduced enemies that were actually smart. Enemies equipped with brains as well as brawn meant that you needed to become a better combatant yourself to win out. Unlike the predictable enemy behavior in shooters of days gone by, foes in Halo would respond differently depending on a number of combat variables. Enemies would flank you, jump out of the way of speeding vehicles, elites would charge mercilessly if they had the upper hand, and grunts could be expected to panic and flee should their patrol leader be defeated. The improved AI also greatly affected enemy behavior depending on the difficulty level you opted for. That ranged from soft-hearted weaklings on the easier settings to fierce and unreasonably clever and ruthless opponents in Halo's legendary difficulty mode. And finally, while Halo 5 has dropped split screen, we'd be remiss not to mention that innovation, as well as the integration of multiplayer that was both smooth and efficient. While Halo invented neither multiplayer or split screen, it did make them both work really well, and in cooperation with your local network. Halo was the game you threw LAN parties for. It's the game that encouraged you to get your friends over and spend all night completing the campaign, or duking it out in Slayer matches, even after perfectly solid Xbox Live connections were established to let you play co-op remotely. If online was or is your jam, you have Halo to thank for skyrocketing Xbox Live into significance and delivering online matchmaking that worked surprisingly well with little to no connectivity issues. Let me know down in that comment section what Halo feature is your favorite, and I will see you next time.